people learn about it, they're getting more excited. I don't think people are used to the elected officials coming and giving them some of the power that they have. So I think as they get used to that, they'll see that it is real. We're not just using everybody's time. We're actually going to take what they say and move it forward.
I got involved because I think it was important for the community to know where the $1 million is going to.
The reason I chose to come tonight was because I wanted to know where the money was going. I wanted to be involved with the process of making sure that money was allocated to projects that needed attention. And being a lifetime resident, I wanted to be part of that process.
Throughout October and early November, neighborhood assemblies were held in each district. Everyone who would consider themselves a stakeholder, anyone who cared about that area, was encouraged to come out and attend one of these meetings.
Because they immediately say, well, what's participatory budget? I've never really heard about it before, but their approach is very simple. I mean, they explained it and they said, well, listen, you could actually make a real dent in your community and you can go out there and your voice can be heard. Your projects, your ideas can actually come to fruition where you can actually see some tangible results from it. And those are things that got people very excited.
In the first half, a PowerPoint presentation explained PB and how it would work in New York City, followed by a period of Q&A to clarify any confusion. In the second half, everyone split up into small groups to brainstorm and discuss issues the area faces and how the funds allotted for PB this year could address them.
It is really wonderful just to hear the conversation, the energy that really went on in the room here tonight with different community residents, really, diving in and taking an active part as to identifying what their needs are.
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm so excited about the whole process and about tonight's turnout. Despite the fact that it's at a time when people feel skeptical, disappointed in government, and maybe even down on democracy, the idea of participatory budgeting is if you give people a real say in decision making, they'll come out and work with their neighbors and come up with projects and really take part. And you're seeing that here tonight in a huge way.
All those participants who decided they wanted to remain engaged in the process and be part of its unfolding became budget delegates. Divided into thematic groups, they worked on all the ideas from the assemblies within their category from mid-November to February to turn these thoughts into concrete proposals. This required the delegates to research the feasibility limitations, meet with experts, conduct site visits, and write up the final proposal themselves.
Delegates present the proposals they have created back to the community for feedback. Residents have a chance to learn about the proposals before the vote and ask questions, so that the proposals represent the ideas of the wider community. In late March and early April, voting was held in each district to select the projects to be funded. Each district set up a series of voting stations over the period of a week. The projects with the highest number of votes were selected until the funds put aside for PB by each council member were fully allocated. 3 of the participating council members each decided after the vote to put forward more than their initial commitment of $1 million to enable more projects to be funded.
But I will say that I have a surprise. I've been so inspired by this process and the amount of participation that we are going to put more funding on the table.
PB is celebrated because it thrives on maximum participation. Without the involvement of residents, there is no process. But with as much diversity of the community present as possible, change that represents everyone's input can be realized.
Whether you have been involved from the beginning or have just heard about the process in your area, the PB process and what projects will be implemented can be affected by you. If you live in a district with PB and are over 14 years of age, be a part of the transformation.
Reclaim your right to design, to influence, to create your community. Regain your right to the city.
It's real money, real projects, and real power. Make it real with your participation.